I would like to rise and say a toast to my grandma and grandpa. They have been married for 53 years. Cam, Brands, and Coltrane are two of the most wonderful people I have ever met. They mean a lot to me. They both grew up on family farms where they worked very hard and they know what love is. Branson started his family dairy farm with his dad in 1956. They have been milking cows for 63 years. The farm just continues to expand. We now milk 630 cows on 1,000 acres of land. When they first started the farm, they milked only 5 cows. Branson, who I refer to as Pa. He is so loving and fun to be around. I have learned so much by spending time with him. He is a very knowledgeable and wise person. Every time you are around him, you learn something new. He loves to pick with people. Every time you are around him, he has something funny to say. He's always telling some kind of funny joke to make everyone laugh and smile. He is also the hardest worker I've ever met. His dad grew tobacco before he was born. When Paul was about 10 years old, he wanted a calf for Christmas, but his parents knew that he could not take care of the calf or have anywhere to put it. So they decided to get him a bike instead. But Paul overheard them talking about this, and Paul was not having that. So he then told them he did not want a bike. They then bought him a calf, and he never learned how to ride a bike. While starting the dairy, his family continued to raise tobacco. He loved milking cows, so he eventually quit harvesting tobacco. He is now 79 years old, and he still gets up at 5 in the morning to feed all the cows silage. He then works all day driving the tractor to rake hay, hauling silage, feeding the baby calves, pushing the silage over, and spreading manure. When he is not doing any of these things, he likes to pull up a chair and supervise us working. While supervising, he likes to cut up and explain to us what everything means that we are doing, so we remember the task that we have been doing for later. Kay, who I refer to as Ma. She is the nicest, sweetest, and most caring person I have ever met. She is always doing something for other people. She helps me correct my grammar for the papers that I write. She believes education is one of the most important things in life, right behind God and family. Ma always brings us anywhere we need to go if we cannot find another ride. She drives us to ball games, lets us spend the night at her house, and she also watches all of our games. If she cannot make it to the game, she watches the game on this app called Game Changer. It shows pitch-by-pitch stats live during the game. She is also my 4-H advisor, the farm's treasurer, an elder at our church, the best cook anyone could ever find, and many other things. She makes the best yeast rolls and loaves of bread you could ever put in your mouth. She makes bread for people in our community when asked. Mom makes lunch every weekday and every Saturday for her children and grandchildren after working at the barn all morning. There are normally only 6 or 7 of us, but she still makes an amazing lunch for us to eat. On Sundays, she invites all of her brothers and sisters and all of their children and grandchildren over for lunch to her house. These lunches are always very special to me and my family. While gathering with my family to eat lunch every week, I have gotten very close to all of my family, and I get to spend time with everyone in my family. There are about 60 family members that gather for Sunday lunch. Some live out of town, so they cannot come every single weekend, but they come when they can. Together, Ma and Pa make a good team through God and family. They are an excellent example of how men and women should act and appreciate everything, but especially appreciate the little things in life. Working on the farm is an excellent experience, and I am so lucky to have the chance to farm with my grandparents. I am very grateful to have these two very supportive people in my life.